Hello everyone, this is Vortex259. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV Advance. Last time we made our way to the north side of the underground waterway, where we picked up a couple of treasure chests. There are a couple of more treasure chests left to find on this floor, and there are a few monsters I would like to run into and demonstrate on this floor as well, so hopefully I'll be running into those pretty soon for you. So let's do some backtracking here and work our way to the east side of this room. We'll just cross this big bridge. Try not to fall off into the chasm below. Oh, okay, good. Here's one of the new monsters I wanted to demonstrate, and it's a pretty rare monster, the Toadger. Of course, we've already fought the Gigantoads. Now, the Toadgers, as I mentioned, seem to be pretty rare on this floor. So if you don't actually find them on this floor, you can find them at the end of the game in the bonus dungeon. As you can see, when you use magic on the Toadgers, they counter with the Toad spell. Fortunately, it didn't work. And they are weak against blizzards. So let's take out this last Toadger here and win this battle. We get 116 gil and 144 experience points, and I win a Maiden's Kiss to go along with it. Let's check out the entry of the Toadger. In the bestiary, the Toadger can be found at number 14. There you go. Alright, let's go pick up those treasure chests. Just slip to the south here. Inside this treasure chest, we'll pick up an hourglass. And this one has a better treasure in it. Okay, here's another new monster. In the background there we have the alligator. Has a lot of HP, 175 HP, and as you can see, it can attack twice. Alligator is weak against ice, so we'll use the blizzard spell on it. Should work very well. Wow, 330 points of damage, not bad. And we'll just take out these killer fish with Telos Thunder spell. There we go. We get another new entry in the bestiary, so let's check it out. The alligator is going to be entry number 19 in our list. And it drops some decent treasure, especially that silver apple down at the bottom of the treasure list. The silver apple actually will increase your maximum HP by a certain amount. Alright, let's open up this treasure chest. Inside we'll find the Shadow Blade, a new weapon for Cecil, finally. So let's go ahead and equip that on him and replace his old dark sword. The Shadow Blade is a dark sword with sharpened blade, and that's going to take his attack power up 10 points from 17 to 27. Alright, let's just go up the ladder here. And there's the exit. Well, before we go through the exit, there is one new monster I would like to demonstrate on this floor, and that's the Red Moose. Looks like a big red piece of chewed up bubble gum. Now, if you try to attack the Red Moose with your weapon, you're not going to have much luck. Cecil will only do 1 point of damage typically. Now, the Red Moose only has 35 HP. Now, we can try to use Rydia's Ice Rod on the Red Moose. That will do more damage, but still not enough to kill it. What we want to do is use the fire spell. They are weak against fire, so let's have Tella cast fire on all of them. And yeah, that's more than enough damage to take them out. So if you run into the Red Mooses, or the Red Meese, or the Red Mice, or whatever they're called, you can take them out with the fire spell. And in my case, I get 144 gil and 178 experience points. Okay, well, I'll meet you right next to the exit, and we'll step out onto the overworld. But we first want to check out our new entry in the bestiary. The Red Moose is entry number 10 in our list. And its treasure drops include a potion and high potion. Again, they're weak against fire, and they're resistant to confusion. Alright, well, I'm now standing right next to the exit, so let's head out. Before we do, Tella says this leads outside. The monster lies in the cave beyond. Uh-oh. That must be that giant creature that we heard about. So maybe a good idea to rest up for that upcoming battle. Tella says use a tent outside if you must. Okay, well, we'll definitely do that. Alright, so we're out on the overworld, and here's the cave that's going to lead us to the big monster. So what I'm going to do real quick is use a tent, save my game, and once I take care of that, we'll continue onward. Alright, I've got my game saved, so let's grab our fishing rod and see if we can go fish us up a giant sea creature with 8 huge tentacles. Yum, yum. Alright, well, let's step through the cave here. It's going to lead us to the waterfall, and as we approach the waterfall, Tella says he's down there. And without any concern for their own safety, they immediately jump down the waterfall. That's not very smart. But hey, they're the heroes. They're not going to be hurt, even if they do land on a huge pile of rocks. Ouch. Well, we're now located in the Sunken Lake, and there are 2 treasures we can pick up on this floor. In order to get them, let's just follow the linear path around. We can actually dip down to the south, down this ladder, to find them. There we go, 2 treasure chests ready for the picking. The first treasure chest contains a pair of Hades gloves, and the second treasure chest contains a Hades helm. Those both sound like a perfect fit for our Dark Knight Cecil. So let's check out the Hades helm. It's a helmet said to have been once owned by a demon. Yikes. Well, it will take his defense power up 1 point, as well as his magic defense, and the Hades gloves will take his defense power up by 1 point. Armor once owned by a demon. Are you sure you want to equip those, Cecil? Alright, well, let's continue around here. That was a battle with 6 zombies. Now, this was a fairly short floor. We're already to the doorway, which is going to take us to the next floor of the Sunken Lake, which is actually the first floor. There are 2 new monsters I would like to find on this floor, and we'll also be able to pick up 2 treasure chests. Both of those chests are located right across the bridge here. There they are. First treasure chest contains Hades armor, and the second chest contains a pair of Hermes shoes. That's an item that will cast haste when used on a character in battle. We'll be putting that to use here very soon. Let's go ahead and equip the Hades armor on Cecil. Again, that will take his magic defense up 1 point, but his defense power will go up 2 points to 23. Alright, let's turn to the north here. Well, that was a battle with more of those mutated gumdrops, the red moose. Not the monsters I was looking for. So before we continue onward, I'm going to spend just a little bit of time here wandering around looking for those 2 new monsters. Once I find them, I'll demonstrate that battle for you. Alright, here we go. Here are the new monsters that I was looking for. We've got 4 Sahagins and 2 Tiny Mages. The Sahagins have 64 HP and they are weak against Thunder. So let's have Rydia use Thunder on all of them. There's Cecil's new Shadow Blade in action. There's the Thunder spell, but that's probably not a very wise decision because you won't do much damage to the Tiny Mages, plus they'll counter with Osmos, which can steal your precious MP. So probably a good idea to go ahead and have Cecil work on the Tiny Mages, and then we'll just take the rest of the Sahagins out with the Thunder spell once we get those Tiny Mages dispatched. In the meantime, we'll just have Rydia and Tella use their items, the Rod and the Ice Rod, on the remaining Sahagins. Cecil can dispatch the Tiny Mage in 1 hit of his Shadow Blade. There we go. That's going to take care of the last Tiny Mage. Now we can have Rydia use Thunder on the remaining Sahagins. And we win the battle with 278 gil and 269 experience points. 2 new entries in the bestiary. The Sahagin is number 15 in your list, and there's the Tiny Mage at number 17. Drops some nice treasure there. Alright, well let's continue onward here. We go into the water, and up to the north we find a creature with tentacles peering out of the water at us. Uh-oh, that's probably bad news. Well, we'll investigate that in our next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IV Advance. Thank you very much for watching today's episode, everyone. This has been Vortex 259. Have a great day. We'll see you again next time.